The National Retail Federation forecasts retail sales will grow at least 6.5% this year, marking the fastest growth since 2004. But as more Americans are vaccinated, will they return to their pre-COVID shopping habits? Joining us now is Jenny Fleisch. She's co-founder and board member of Rent the Runway. She's also a venture partner at Volition Capital. Jenny, welcome to the show. It's great to have you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So you co-founded Rent the Runway. I know you're still on the board, as I mentioned, then went on to Walmart to found Jet Black, and now decided to go into venture capital. Why? Are there a lot of consumer opportunities right now in the startup world?
I think there are a lot of consumer opportunities. Moreover, Rent the Runway, myself and my co-founder, first-time female entrepreneurs, we were given a lot of help and support through our venture capital partners. And so I'm hoping to pay that forward and bring more women into the investing space as other businesses start to evolve and grow and disrupt industries themselves.
So let's talk about some of the opportunities and the investment themes that you're looking at. Post-COVID, we are expecting strong growth, as I noted, but who's going to benefit the most from that?
Yeah, it's always an interesting moment in time when there is a major flux to the environment from these external factors like COVID. And in this moment, we've seen so many businesses transition to more digital in nature. And much of that I don't think is going back. Consumers are much more comfortable and trusting of various forms of technology. So I think we'll see a continued use of digital forms of shopping, but also an overall increase of categories like renting apparel and buying dresses and just purchasing and getting out and about in general. Consumers are excited and they're ready for it. And there's a lot of great initial indicators between the travel markets, wedding bookings at venues, hotel bookings that we're seeing that give us the excitement that things are really starting to come back.
So how do you expect that to manifest in terms of what kind of companies that you're looking for at this new VC role that you're taking on? Are they the technology companies that are empowering these retailers, or the retailers and consumer products companies themselves?
So there's a good amount of both. I'd say on the B2B software side, there's certainly a lot of underlying technology and infrastructure to support the very rapid infiltration into the world of digital. And so whether it's, Shopify is a great example that lets so many brands get up and out there very quickly. You have a lot of really interesting influencer platforms where influencers are able to sell their products more accurately and efficiently. It's a unique, trusted form of marketing that still brings the social, emotional connection to shopping digitally. So a great amount of excitement and facilitation on the software side, also on delivery of physical goods, like this idea that once we do order digitally, we need to get the product. And so the efficiency around that process and the optimization of supply chain still has a long way to grow. And we saw some of the pain points that happened during COVID around the excess demand and supply chain breaking down. Ultimately, businesses that have these omni-channel capabilities are those that thrive. It's not about one or the other. And COVID was a great demonstration. So I don't think we're going back from that. I think businesses will continue to invest in having better ways to integrate the physical and digital sides to make the best holistic answer for customers. And then one category I'll call it in particular is health and wellness. Volition Capital has Medley, a digital pharmacy company, as one great example. And we certainly have seen the uptick and excitement around this category and space and a change of behavior that's just truly more efficient. Like there isn't much of anything lost in that experience. And so I expect that those markets will continue to grow in that same digital direction that they've started to during COVID.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.